WF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace.
Reload! Okay, anyways. Welcome to the Crystal Palace player ratings versus Newcastle. The result was 1-1. Chairman, I'll start with you. With probably the person who did the least on the pitch today, Dean Henderson.
Yeah, we were saying this, well, what do you give somebody who literally had nothing to do? I mean, not because he was bad or he was good. They didn't have a shot on target. They had one shot that went on target. I have to give him a 5 because he did nothing. He literally did nothing. So 5, yeah.
He came out of his box and he spooned it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, 5, yeah. Still gave him 5, yeah.
Yeah. 1 goal, 0.02 XG. That is sickening. Right, I've got Tyron Mitchell. Look, I like the guy, but he's such a lack of an outlet on that left-hand side. So much so that teams just don't really worry about that side anymore when it comes to defending, and then it just makes it a lot easier to defend against. So I mean, he wasn't awful, so I'll give him a 5, I think that's fair. JC, you can have our left-sided centre-back, Mark Gehi.
I think a 5. I don't think he was very good today, especially compared to our other centre-back. I don't think he was the best out of the 3. He lost his head a little bit. I think maybe there were some points in the game where he should have showed a little bit more initiative as a captain, because there were some times where you're standing on the ball saying, where are my options? Granted, obviously you've got to think about the other people moving, but I think in that situation you've got to try and take a little bit upon yourself to try and make something happen, even if there's nothing on. That's what a centre-back of his value should really be doing, in my opinion. So yeah, I'd think a 5.
Yeah, fair. Chairman, you could have Maxence Lacroix.
Probably the best player in a very poor game. So he did everything well. Obviously, they shame they scored, nothing to do with him really, but what he did, he came forward well, so I'm going to give him a 6.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I've got our right-sided centre-back, Trevor Chalobah. I think... Yeah, he wasn't great today.
Brexit clearance, wasn't it?
Yeah, he wasn't great today. I've got Chelsea mates who said that he's good, but he does have the ability to just drop, something mad. There was a couple of chances where he basically just passes straight to them, and then they had an opportunity to break. I think, based on the other ones, I think he gets a 4 today. I don't think he was great. JC, Daniel Munoz.
4. 4. I know he got the not the winner, the equaliser. You can't miss an open goal. He didn't play too bad. He didn't play too well, but you can't miss an open goal. 4.
Fair enough. I think he had another opportunity as well that I think he should have done a bit better with, if I remember correctly. But Chairman, you can have our left-sided midfielder, Jefferson Lerma.
He started off okay and then really faded away badly. I don't know if that's fitness or maybe he's getting over the injury still, but yeah, very average game. Gave the ball away a lot, didn't he? So yeah, 5.
Yeah, that's fair. Will Hines, pretty standard Will Hines performance, I think. I thought he was good. He's just, I think, consistently this season, he's been the guy who's tried to keep the tempo of the team. I know he's kind of out of breath by sort of 70, 75 minutes normally, but he's trying. He tries. That's the thing, and he is good. So I think he deserves a 6 as well. JC, you can have our left-sided attacking midfielder, Abera Eze.
Eze. People are going to think I'm harsh today. He's getting a 3. I said in my fan cam, I think he's got to be dropped for the Ipswich game. I think he just takes out too much pace of the game. Even when the ball was fired into him to feet, like how he likes it, in between the lines, he looked, granted the touch was good and he was able to dribble away from it, but he looked like he was surprised that the ball came to him. He didn't look ready to receive the ball. Just slowed the game down, and then the second they took him off and Devaney came on, I mean, talk about him later, he didn't have the best game, but the team changed so much by pulling him out and literally just having someone just injecting that little bit of energy. I think he's a little bit too calm, and I think he needs to buck up his ideas a little bit if he wants his move away in the summer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Chairman, our right-sided attacking midfielder, Ismail Assar.
Again, it was like the Villa game again. And when we changed formation and took Eze off with Devenio on, pushing further forward, it looked really good. And I've got to say, his part of the Munoz miss was excellent as well. I thought he had a really good game. Don't think he was at fault for anything, really. Yeah, probably a 6 as well, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I've got Jean-Philippe Mateta. I thought he was okay, but I did think he did get a bit bullied by Dan Burn. Why he was putting himself on Dan Burn rather than Fabian Schär, I'm not really too sure. Thing is, he didn't really have a lot of service, although you do have to say, well, I think he should have done a lot better with that chance. I thought it was more impressive that he managed to get over the bar, to be honest, than on target. But I don't think he was awful, so I give him a 5. He was okay, I guess. First sub, you got Devenny, who came on for Eze.
I give Devenny a 5. I thought that, it wasn't his best performance. I thought he injected energy. Whenever he got rid of the ball, he then followed his run straight through towards the goal, making runs as well to take players away from other players. I thought he did okay today, a 5.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Chairman, you can have our next sub, which was Nketiah. Oh yeah, I forgot he even came on.
Yeah, it was brought on to try to make a difference and literally made no difference at all. So, and when he did get the ball, he lost it a bit too easily. His control was poor. 3. I thought it was very poor.
Yeah, I agree. What did you give him? Sorry.
3.
3. Right, I've got Jeffrey Schlupp. What a pointless exercise bringing him on is. It is such. The thing is, yeah, I would call him cardio man of every week, but he don't do any cardio, does he? So.
One question, Dan. Did he actually touch the ball? I cannot remember.
Yes, 2 touches.
Did he have 2 touches?
2 touches.
I didn't see it.
In 10 minutes.
Well, I don't know. And I think it was mentioned on our group chat, and I do think he shouldn't even be, he's so bad now. I think he shouldn't even be in the squad. I think when you got Agbenone, who could maybe come on and actually try and inject some impetus in attack, why would you bring Schlupp on? He does nothing. He literally stands around and probably just thinking about his next meal, to be honest. 1.
1?
Yeah. JC, Oliver Glasner.
I think that for him, he had to put Eze in because he was fit, and obviously he is our best player. We know what he can do when he's ready and when he's firing, so you can't not play him. I think the tactics were okay. I think that we did nullify them how we needed to. I think that Mitchell did struggle a little bit with Anthony Gordon, and I think we got let off a little bit when Isak went off injured and he went central, because even though Harvey Barnes is a very good player, I think Mitchell had a bit of a better game against him. But I don't think that Glasner did too much wrong, if I'm really honest. So, because you can't blame him for the miss. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't blame him for the miss. You can't blame him for what the players are doing. Subs were okay. I'll give him a 7, because I think that the team he picked was okay, tactics were okay, subs were okay, but apparently he pulled his hamstring when celebrating, so he's got to get some credit for that, no?
What are you giving him?
7.
Yeah, I agree. What more can you do when players miss chances like that, really? Chairman, you can have, I'll give you Darren England, actually.
The ref.
Yeah.
It seems to be like just pushing people off the ball is acceptable in his laws of the game, because they did it to Mateta about 5 times, literally just pushed him off the ball and he'd let it go. I just thought it was crap like he always when he comes to Palace, isn't it? But Picky, he let he brought some fouls back that probably weren't, and he let loads go that should have been booked up. He didn't book hard anybody, especially some of their crunches and the time wasting they were doing in the first half. They were going down. I mean,
only 5 minutes as well.
yeah. I mean, in the first half, the bloke who done the most running was their physio, wasn't it? It was ridiculous. So I'm going to give him a 4. I thought it was pretty awful, personally.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've only won one game when he's been the ref, I believe. Who was that against?
I've got no idea. I just saw the table.
Yeah, fair. I've got the fans. It was okay. No, to be fair, I think when we went 1-0 down, I mean, I'm in Block E, so maybe I'm in a bit of a bubble. But I do think there was good backing at 1-0 down. I think it's very easy to kind of say, kind of get the ump and just stop singing. But I think we did back the team pretty well until probably about the 80th minute, and then that's when it started to get a bit stale in the game. But thankfully, obviously, we dug it out, and there were some good limbs at the end. I think we deserve a 7. Like, it was decent. Cool. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the player ratings versus Newcastle at home. Have a good day, and up the Palace.